Hey Facebook, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, happy Taco Tuesday. Pardon my big face right in your screen, but I'm trying to get this so you can see my cutting board, because it's really all about the cutting board. By request today, Jay, how's it going, girl? Welcome back from work. See, I'm too tall again. I'm just gonna have to get down. Get down tonight. By request, put the hair up. I am doing Taco Tuesday today, a kid-friendly Taco Tuesday, because a lot of you people have kids, and a lot of the stuff I make, kids won't eat, because it's got all kinds of spices and flavors and things like that, and who doesn't like tacos? And especially my taco, it's very, very, very simple. So, hopefully this isn't too loud. I'll turn it down. This is what I do. I put on music and cook. Hey, come in here, boys.
Are you live streaming?
I am live streaming. Come say hello. This is one of my kids.
The other one's right there.
No, that one's not mine, but this is Colton. Say hi, Colton. This is Sebastian. Hey, say hi, Sebastian.
Hi.
You guys want Taco Tuesday for dinner?
Sure.
Okay.
Facebook moms.
Facebook moms, yes. They're practicing social distancing. Keep 6 feet away. They're allowed to hang out. Each kid is allowed to hang out with one other kid, and they can only be at those families anyway. I'm probably going to open up a hornet's nest by people seeing you with another kid. Anyway, let's go back to Taco Tuesday. So every Tuesday, pretty much every Tuesday, right, Colton? He's all of a sudden gotten shy. My loud son is all of a sudden very quiet. That's okay. Well, pretty much every Tuesday we do Taco Tuesday. And sometimes it becomes Taco Wednesday if we're doing something else, or Taco Thursday. But today it's Taco Tuesday.
What?
Hey, Sebastian, keep it down. You can talk, but you're loud. That's okay. He's got a very low, deep voice. So meanwhile, my son is making oatmeal right for dinner. That's okay. So the key thing I start with is organic ground beef. Now ideally, I would like grass-fed. It's not that easy to find, so I buy the organic from, guess where? Costco. My favorite store of all time. Except maybe Nordstrom's, you know, they kind of go back and forth. Hey guys, how was mountain biking?
Good.
Good? Good. So organic ground beef, what you do is you brown this till it's all browned. It's hard to open, so I'm just gonna have to cut this. You know he's deaf, right?
Yes.
Okay. Our dog is deaf.
Trying to get us attention.
So even though we all talk to him, he can't really hear us. He knows we're talking to him though. He can see our faces. He can see our mouths moving. So I just put, I don't know what this is. This is more than a pound. I guess this is 21.44 ounces to be exact. Because why not make it a weird number like that? I wash your hands a lot when you're cooking. So start to brown the ground beef, and this is really like a 3-ingredient meal, if you don't count the other things you put on the tacos. So you need ground beef, you need refried beans, you guys, refried beans and taco seasoning. That's really all you need for the tacos themselves. And then I make some guacamole for the side, obviously shredded cheese, tortillas. Our daughter will put raw onions on hers. He won't. He'll just do the meat and the cheese. He likes hard shell. She likes soft shell. It makes it very easy, right? I do mine on a salad or on chips like nachos, because we just throw them away. He's my contrarian. I think he takes after me, a little argumentative, likes to have his way, you know, stuff like that. Okay, refried beans. I'm not going to put these in yet. I'm just getting them ready because it takes me 10 minutes to open up a can. Just kidding. Okay, that'll get ready that soon. You just kind of start stirring these up a little bit as you brown it. You can also do this with turkey. Ground turkey works really well. My kids prefer the beef. I've made it with Beyond Meat burgers, the faux meat, the plant-based protein, and you can just crumble up one of those burgers. That's really good. I like it a lot. but I do prefer actual beef for a taco. I love the Beyond Meat burgers, and we probably have those once a week. And very, very simple to make. I just saute them in organic ghee in a cast iron skillet. Takes maybe 5 minutes aside with some cheese on there, and oh, they're so good. I really, really, really like those. I'm not a big fan of the Impossible Burger ones because they're full of soy and GMO. The Beyond Meat ones are not. They're soy free and they're non-GMO, both of which are important to me. Okay. So while that is happening, I will make the guacamole. So the guacamole ingredients. Hey guys, come on. You know, I have a knife here. Oh, I will use it on the onion, but still, I will use it. Onion, avocado, lime, salt, and pepper. That's pretty much all you need for guacamole. And obviously fresh. Fresh ingredients are always the best. So you don't need a whole lot of onion, especially, this is not a sweet onion like a Vidalia. This is a standard yellow onion, so it's going to be pretty strong. And depending on how much you like onion, I'm going to cut up a little bit extra because Carson and Patrick will put this on their tacos. And you want to cut it fairly small because it's going to be put into guacamole. And if it's too big, it's just going to be kind of chunky. And it's onion, so it's raw onion, it's fairly strong. Just chop those babies up. I know you probably think I'm going to cut my finger because it looks like I'm going to from there, but so it's backwards. Like I am right-handed, and it looks like this is my left hand on there. But I'm right-handed. This is my left arm. And on there, it looks like it's my right. So it's all kind of wacky. I noticed that the other day when I was rewatching one of the videos. I'm like, looks like I'm left-handed. I'm not left-handed. Colton is left-handed. His dad is left-handed. My dad is left-handed. But I am not. Okay, so this is getting pretty good and brown, but it's not quite ready yet. So I'm going to keep making the guacamole. So I'd say this is probably about 1/3 of a cup of onion, give or take. Now one of these avocados doesn't feel right, so I'm just going to check on it and make sure. Nope, not right at all. But these are from a different batch, so you want them. I always ripen them out here on the counter, and when they're ripe, I put them in the refrigerator to stop the ripening, because otherwise they all ripen at the exact same time. And that is not good. There we go, perfect. And I just squeeze that thing out like that, just squeeze it and I throw it out. Otherwise they're hard to cut out. So that seems to work. And you don't want to go like that because if you miss and hit your palm, not good. So just kind of shimmy it a little bit. Don't want to get too much with that. And then dump it out. And I have this handy dandy little avocado thing that somebody gave me years ago. I'll show you that. I don't usually use it. I just usually squeeze this out, but I'll show you that. Please don't fall. Thank you. Here's the handy dandy thing. I guess it's an avocado slicer. You just scoop that in here. And there. And it makes perfect sliced avocado. I don't know if you can see that. Perfect sliced avocado, but I guess I better eat. That's good. And you get all the avocado out. I love avocado. Super good fat for you. It's a great food. Alone. You can make salad dressing with avocado, obviously guacamole. You can put it on pretty much everything. And it's healthy. So don't be afraid of good fats like coconut and avocado, olives, things like that. Grass-fed beef, grass-fed butter, grass-fed ghee. I'm a fan of grass-fed things. I've got a couple clients in New Zealand, actually quite a few clients in New Zealand, and they're very big on grass-fed things there. They have a lot of cows, more cows than people, and a lot of grass-fed things. Okay, so let's go back to this. We're looking like it's about ready. So once all the meat is cooked, it's no longer pink, that's when you want to put the seasoning in. Now, I often make my own, but I'm out of it, so I have this as a backup. Again, Costco, McCormick taco seasoning, super simple. This is a very, very simple meal. And again, measuring and me don't get along, so I just kind of pour it in there. It's probably the equivalent of a package you would buy in a grocery store. If you don't want to get a big old bulk one like this. Maybe a little more. And again, you can always correct the seasonings. You can always add more. You cannot remove it, so don't add too much. Too little is better than too much because you can always add more. Needs a little bit of water. So I put a little bit of water in there. And once that gets all mixed up, then you add the beans. So I just add the refried beans into here because I like the way it tastes. I think it's good all mixed up together. Otherwise you can serve the beans on the side, but this way the beans get all the flavor of the meat and the seasoning too. Do you want something?
I do it.
Yeah, here. Don't, wash your hands. Wash your hands. You always gotta wash your hands. I've been trying to teach these kids how to cook. And they have a little bit, but they kind of cook like nachos, oatmeal, mac and cheese. But Colton helps me with Taco Tuesday every now and then. And actually, they get paid. I pay them to help me make dinner. So just be careful not to cut yourself. You gonna put this in there? He's gonna stir it. You're not in the camera.
I don't need to be in the
Yeah,
camera.
you should be in the camera. There's Colton. Stir it up. And then you should break into song. Little darling, stir it up. Of course, I always change the lyrics to suit my needs.
Yeah.
So you know that doesn't count as getting paid to help me with dinner. Just saying. Stirring it up for 1 second. No, it's a little more than that. So you guys, the spa's on if you want to go in. And tacos will be ready in about 5 minutes or so. You're just gonna have a hot dog bun.
Yeah.
Disgusting. So yeah, anyway, I digress. I just put the whole can of organic refried beans in here with the ground beef and the special taco seasoning that I buy prepackaged, and it looks great. So I'm just gonna let this continue to heat while I finish up the guacamole. So this is 2 avocados, probably about 1/3 of a cup of onions. Put that all in here. And the juice of probably a lime, maybe a half a lime. It gives it a nice flavor. And then it's also gonna need some salt. And that's about all I put in there. Sometimes I will put in a little bit of salsa, but since this is a kid meal, I'm not gonna put that in. But I just put in whatever salsa we have, like paste picante or, you know, maybe even a little Cholula and mix it in there. It gives it a really nice flavor. So let's see how that is. Use this big fork to mix it up. You want some guacamole? Sure. You want to get the chips out? Yeah, chips are in there. Just grab them in there.
Let's try it.
Try it. It has onions in it though. Are you okay with that?
I love onions.
Okay, there should be a bag of late July chips in that bottom one or the one to the left. Try the one to the left, the other pantry. See them? There they are. Right by the thing of hot dog buns. So Sebastian is going to be our guinea pig. A little bit of salt. I use Himalayan sea salt. You don't need a whole lot, but just a little bit to release the flavors. Sometimes, let me get your bag. Sometimes I will use a potato masher to just really get these all mashy. But today I'm just using a giant fork. Super chunky. Do you like it a little spicy? Do you like a little tomato sauce in there? Not tomato sauce, but salsa in there? Or you just want to try it plain?
I'll try it plain.
Okay. Sebastian's gonna be our tester today. That's what it looks like. Probably doesn't look that good, but I bet it tastes good. Let me know what you think. How is it? Does it need anything? Does it need a little spice? A little more salt, a little more spice? Yeah, I think so too. See, in my kitchen, you have to wear a helmet at all times because you never know what might happen.
It doesn't need a lot though.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is paste picante, just traditional. It's hot, so I'm just gonna put just a touch in here because it's actually pretty hot. There we go. Yep. Pretty good, huh? Yum. What do you think? Better? Okay. You can take this over there if you like. I made plenty and I can make more. I have more avocados. Okay, so this is done and that is done. And I'll show you this so you can see it. So it's just hopefully you don't fall into there. I guess I should hold this. Oh, I gotta hold you this way? No, this way. There you go. So it's ground beef, it's refried beans, and it's taco seasoning with a little bit of water. Super, super simple. And then what I'll do is I'll just serve this with a side of not a side, but sour cream and cheddar cheese and whatever else anybody might want. So, what I'm gonna do now, since it is Taco Tuesday, is make a margarita, right? Why not? Your mom would probably agree, right?
Mm-hmm. She always gets those.
Well, I do too, on Taco Tuesday. So I made these the other day. I don't know who was on for that. But we're gonna make another one again. Because it's a time of crisis. I don't usually drink during the week, but you gotta make exceptions sometimes. It's almost like we're on some weird, it's not almost like we are on some weird extended, it's not a vacation, but it's just odd because
It's a Corona vacation.
it's a Corona vacation, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm still working. I work at home, so that's nothing different, but the kids are around and the rules are a little slack and it's just different. So ruby red grapefruit, key ingredient to my margaritas. Super fresh juice, lime, ruby red grapefruit. Tequila, I like silver. A little sweetener, I use a Manuka honey simple syrup that I make personally. Otherwise, agave is great. I wouldn't use just a simple sugar personally, but agave would work. I'm gonna put the juice of a whole one of these because Patrick's gonna want one. I have a feeling, probably. And you can make these virgin too, just don't put the tequila in. If Carson was here, she'd ask me for a virgin one. And they're very good because basically it's just juice with a little sweetener in it. So that is just gorgeous. It makes this beautiful. I'll try to pour it this way so you can actually see it. See how pink and gorgeous that is? Yum, 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 yum. Perfect. Now back to the limes, probably. I don't know, probably 4 limes. You don't want to use the onion knife. That wouldn't taste good. You don't want to use in your margaritas. And again, our yellow limes, which we don't really know why they're yellow. They really do start green and then they turn yellow. But they're super juicy. I don't know what the deal is with that. Do you know why these limes are yellow? Do you have yellow limes?
Mm-mm.
Do you have green limes?
Yeah.
Do you have a lime tree?
No.
No. Well, these are a lime tree. If somebody knows why the limes are yellow, if that's like a thing or something's wrong with them and they taste good, they taste like limes. I'm just curious why that is. But I love having them because you just go out and grab them. We're getting really low now. I had to borrow some from Michelle Sayer the other day she's got a very productive lime tree, so she had plenty to share with me. One more for good measure. So San Diego has now shut all the beaches, all the mountain bike trails, the bike path that I work out on, the hiking trails, everything. So really in response to a lot of people that went out last weekend and were just wall-to-wall people, especially at PB. So I can understand why they did it, but I'm really, really bummed. Because the path that we go on, where I go running on or I walk the dog, is not going to be accessible to us. So I'll have to run on the street, which I can't do with my joints and my issues. And then the bike path that I work out on supposedly is also closed, so I'm going to have to bike on the street. Did I put the tequila in here? I don't think I did. Nope, I did not. That is an important ingredient for the adult versions. So I've got the juice of 1 whole ruby red in here, and I've got 4 or 5 limes. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just count to 4. Not a measure. Are you gonna take a nap now?
No.
You gonna go in the spa?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Manuka honey simple syrup. So Manuka honey is a highly active honey produced in New Zealand. Well, it's a syrup. I make it into a syrup. It's not like a syrup for, it's not maple syrup. Manuka honey made into a simple syrup, which is just Manuka honey boiled with water. And Manuka honey is a New Zealand honey from the Manuka bush. And it's a very active honey. It's medicinal. It's amazing, and it tastes really good.
Mom,
Yes,
can you put some taco stuff in here?
I can. But you cannot take that into the spa.
I know.
That's very interesting. But yes, I can. So this is my son who is addicted to carbs, like hot dog buns. I don't have any cheese shredded. Is that okay? Just me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for now. Okay, that's good, that's good.
Okay, I'm just gonna. It's kind of like a chili dog without a dog. But be sure you eat that over here at the counter. Okay. It's kind of hot. You need to cut your fingernails. It's hot, honey.
Yum.
Okay. So this is the juice, the tequila, and the Manuka. Shake it up. Get a glass full of ice. Okay, and the other step, which if you watched me the other night, I add club soda to my margaritas. And I make my own club soda with just water and the soda stream over here. Just push that in. It's already fizzy, but I like it extra fizzy. So it makes that noise, fills it up with gas, freshly sparkling water. Okay, so you mix this up. That smells really good. Pour it about 3/4 of the way in, up, and fill the rest with club soda. Makes it super light. I am out of mint, so I'm not going to add mint this time. And then just a little bit of Grand Marnier floater. That really kind of tops it off and makes it perfect. There you go. Simple, simple, simple. I guess I better taste it. Make sure it's okay. Very good. So if you taste it, probably should taste it here. And you want it sweeter, just put a little more of the simple syrup into the agave or the Manuka honey syrup or whatever you're using. If it doesn't have enough tequila, put more tequila in it, etc. So it's very easy to fix a drink if you don't like the way it tastes. If you make it too sweet, that's where you get into trouble. That's why you want to be very conservative with your sweetener and go from there. All right, well that is it for Taco Tuesday. Super simple. One other thing I do, for the kids, Colton, like I said, he prefers the hard shell, but Carson likes the soft. I just take these and I do it over the fire. I can probably do this right here. I'll show you what I do. Hopefully you can see that. Super low fire, and I just put it right on there. You can do it on a, like in a skillet, but I think this is just easier. Kind of get it browned a little bit, and it basically cooks the tortilla slightly. These aren't raw, they don't need to be cooked, but they taste better that way. That is good. I really miss Tony's Sacal. That's our favorite Mexican restaurant, and we would typically go there definitely once a week and sometimes twice a week, usually on Friday or Sunday or sometimes a Thursday, and I'm really missing them. Obviously they're closed. They might be open for takeout. I don't know. I haven't done any takeout yet. I've just been cooking every night and sharing that with you. I won't do it every night, don't worry. Not like you have to check in. But there is another recipe that I'm gonna make. It's called a chicken coca vin, which is chicken braised in wine and with lots of vegetables. Really, really good and fairly simple to make. So I'd like to share that with you as well. And these are like some of my go-to recipes that I make fairly frequently. And the kids actually like that too, as long as I don't put the mushrooms in. So I do the mushrooms on the side, and then we have that. So this basically just cooks it a little bit. And that way it just tastes better. So that is it for Taco Tuesday. I hope you're all hanging in there, keeping your 6 feet, finding other ways to work out without going to the paths or the beaches or things like that. Doubt we'll be ready by Easter, but hopefully soon, But just keep doing what you're doing, take care of yourself, get good sleep, good exercise, eat well, and just help everybody out that you can. Have a great night, everybody. I'm gonna make sure I don't burn myself. Thanks for hopping on to my live. Bye.